Kenya has been an example for developing nations with its multi-party system, democratic elections, and significant social and economic progress. In 1991, when Kenya adopted a multi-party system with strong encouragement from the international community, President Moi warned that it would incite tribal clashes. It was no coincidence that immediately after the system was in place, tribal violence broke out. The violence during 2007 and 2008 was reminiscent of that time. Thousands lost their lives and homes. Curtains of violence were brought down, and in its place, a peace-driven memorandum took center stage. This was precipitated by a series of mediation efforts by groups of eminent personalities, resulting to power-sharing deal between Kibaki and Raila.
We are confident that the issues can be resolved within a year.
We stand today at the crossroads of history for our country.
I therefore strongly condemn all acts of violence that have been witnessed in parts of our country.
The promise of a new constitution and civil society peacemaking initiatives set the pace. Such include the Global Peace Festival. The Global Peace Festival took place in Kenya and laid the framework for a peace-driven development agenda in Kenya to heal the country from the post-election wreck. In November 2010, the Global Peace Festival Foundation, GPFF, convened a landmark Global Peace Convention. The convention message was aligned to conflict resolution, peace and development, and was based on three key pillars of peace.
First, building interfaith partnerships. Second, strengthening families. And third, promoting a culture of heart through service.
2 years later, the Rift Valley Peace Initiative was launched in April. GPFF, GPYC, and other partners built a foundation for this initiative over the course of 2 years.
To date, the healing process has been a challenge to the government and all stakeholders engaged in peace building in Kenya.
You cannot come and impose solutions in the community.
I'm very thankful to have been chosen to be the Goodwill Ambassador for this initiative. I love peace. We should be able to live with one another. I don't believe that Kenyans are tribalists. I don't believe in tribalism.
We will be with you in the Rift Valley, driving this campaign. So join hands and let's educate our youth.
The innovative approach of these organizations is based on partnerships and community-driven development to create grassroots initiatives that address shared issues like water sanitation, human resource development, and character education.
The Rift Valley has been really every election year from 1992, 2002, 2007, there has been a repetition of violence. That's why we initiated this program to be able to address violence at the source.
Since its inception, the RVPI model has targeted 3 key regions in Rift Valley, renowned for ethnically motivated violence. These include Njoro, Molo, and Kuresoi.
GPYC and GPFF, and with other partners, we have decided to come to the Rift Valley to talk to the people.
We are all global citizens. So GPYC na GPFF tuna focus ya kwamba tuweze ku raise global citizens.
Sisi tunafanya ile kitu inaitwa community driven development.
To create lasting resolution to the Rift Valley violence, it was necessary to understand the story behind the post-election violence and possible solutions to the problems. But first, victims could not withhold themselves from recounting events of the post-election violence.
Wakati vita ilikuja nilikuwa mjamzito na yenyewe nijifungua mtoto wangu kama siku zake hazijafika.
Hata wenye sana kuleta shida ni hao wenye wanagombea vita.
I felt guilty of how things were happening.
Tulienda kwa Mkikuyu mmoja hapa juu na alikuwa na kijana yake. Sisi tukamuita tukamwambia toka nje, akakataa kutoka. Tukaenda tukamvuruta chini ya kitanda, tukainua kitanda juu na mvuruta anatoka nje. After kutoka nje tukalalisha hao chini. Panga amelala yeye vizuri sana kwanza hapo. Unaenda na command vile wanasema ndio utafanya.
Umefanya ajabu la maana kukuja kujua kiini hasa nini huwa kinaleta shida.
That's one of the process of conflict resolution, kwamba tunawaza, tuchukue time yetu tuwaze.
The conflicts is like they are being based on ethnic, nepotism, and also the resources.
Na sisi tuko na right ya kuchagua, tuko na right ya kufikiria, na tuko na right ya kukaa Rift Valley kwa sababu sisi ni wa Kenya.
Tunaumizana maskini kwa maskini, tunapata nini?
Intermarriages. Let us encourage that one. Hawa wasichana wetu waolewe kule. Wacha nasi vijana twende tuchukue wasichana wao. Tuchanganyike pamoja.
To sensitize community, iwe na personal and collective responsibilities of bringing integration.
The community is driven to make the choices they want.
In order to systematically and successfully tackle underlying concerns within the community, RVPI focused on forming committees within each of the region where peace strategies would be discussed and implemented.
Because tunataka committee, na hii committee ambaye inatuwakilisha sisi sote.
Tungewahimiza kama committee wachague zile top 5 priorities ama zile mradi 5 muhimu.
We need to identify as community the project that can connect all the communities together.
Mimi naona itakuwa mzuri kama tutatumia wakamati ambao umesema.
What we want is that the community from today henceforth must own the peace process in Rift Valley.
Aware of the importance of peace for national development, continued investment in peace-driven agendas have taken center stage. Today, leaders are preaching peace.
Regardless of where kukua Mkalenjin, Mkikuyu, Mkisii, Mluya, sisi wote ni familia moja.
Change begins with me.
Tuamue katika fikra zetu ya kwamba kuanzia leo tutabadili mienendo na kuhakikisha kwamba kuna amani.
Let's believe we can get sustainable peace.
This has been made possible through the realization that there is a need for moral and innovative leadership. Kenya is an emerging model for conflict resolution, community-driven development, and the moral and innovative leadership that drives these things. A model for developing countries, a model for Africa, and a model for countries in conflict. Kenya's future depends on moral and innovative leaders who are driven by a vision that can encompass not only people of Kenya, but Africa and the world. Kenyans will share with the world the progress they have made since the tragedy of 2007.